to the SFR Notebook. This is the race preview for the Japanese Grand Prix Suzuka. We head there on Sunday, the first time we have raced in Suzuka in SFR. It's a absolutely fantastic track. Love it a lot. There's been a few races in the NRL league that we've raced there, but this is the first for us. So we'll see how we go. Quick run through the championship standings because it is so tight. I was just going to do the top three, but I can't because the top six are all so close together. We have Fumph on 50, Coolbeans 36, Frog 35, Otakalo 34, Rayner 32, Holmesy 30, and Cornet 28. So the top six are all covered by what's that? 22 points. That's not a lot. Constructors wise, we've got McLaren on 50, Red Bull on 47, and Ferrari 45. So that's going to be tight towards the end of the season as well. So Suzuka, we've been racing there since 1987 at that circuit. We've had the Japanese Grand Prix. There was two instances in 76 and 77 where they raced at Fiji. It was then taken off the calendar until 87 where we went to Suzuka, and it's stayed there ever since. 53 laps in real life, so about 26, 27 in the game on Sunday for 50% racing. We have a lap record set by Lewis Hamilton. He did a 1 minute 39.83 in the race in 2019. The track itself has 18 corners and is the only figure of 8 circuit on the calendar. You can pretty much split Suzuka into 3 categories, 3 sectors, 3 different types. You've got to be, it's very twisty and technical in Sector 1. You've got to be brave in Sector 2. And Sector 3 is just all about power. With regards to his history there again, let's go back to talk about that. So Michael Schumacher is the most successful driver with 6 wins, and McLaren the most successful constructor. So enough about the track, let's have a look at it. Holmesy has taken us around this week with, as commentated by, as always, by the wonderful Nick Crofty. So please do take it away.
Hello and welcome to this week's SFR Hot Lap, where we're visiting the mighty Suzuka circuit in Japan. Now our guest driver likes this track so much, he wanted to drive it in the wet. In fact, he described driving Suzuka in the wet as, and I quote, orgasmic, end quote. So without further ado, here's Holmesy to take us for a lap of all 18 turns and 5.8 kilometers of this grand circuit. We pick him up as he makes his way across the start-finish line. What gear is he in? I don't know, because I can't see it. I don't know what it is with these fast guys. They don't want to show their telemetry. They don't want to show the gears. He chucks it into turn 1, the fast right-hander. Got to be pretty late on the brakes there. Turn 2, nice and easy in the wet. Now 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7. They're all the center S's. So the left-hander here. So you go down a gear there, nice and patient. Then you got to go. And it's the left-hander, the Dunlop curve, so this is a place that you can lose it really easy, especially in the wet. Now as he comes through Dunlop curve, the fast right-hander at Degner 1, so using all of the curb on the entry and on the exit for both Degner 1 and Degner 2 under the overpass. So a very specific characteristic of the figure 8 circuit in Suzuka. Turn 11 is the hairpin, so the tight left-hander hairpin. Gets a nice exit out of there. In the wet, looking pretty good, I reckon. So Holmesy, I think he won twice here in the matter of hours. Last time we were here for NRL. So as he comes around now to Spoon, another one of those corners that you need a lot of patience using the curb on the exit. You can use a lot more of it in the dry conditions. So now going down the back straight to the once infamous 130R, but with advancements in technology, it's merely just a flat-out left-hander kink. So now the infamous chicane where Senna and Prost came together for the last turn. Gets the revs right, doesn't break any traction, hits the line in a 138.868. So I hope that was as good for you as it was for Holmesy. Good luck to everyone racing on the weekend. Now back to my main man, Van Rockel.
Right, so that was the lap, set in wet conditions. That is a first for us. Wonderful to see it, because, you know, Japan is known to, you know, have monsoon weather, and when it comes down there, it really does come down, so always be prepared. Fantastic commentary, as always, and if you haven't yet, please, 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 please read Nick's race reports. They're on the website. Link in the announcements. They are absolutely fantastic. They're funny, they're thoughtful, they're insightful. They just, yeah, absolutely smash it all out of the park. It's amazing. They're amazing, and love them a lot. When I'm reading them, I'm laughing. So yeah, please, 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 please go and have a look, go and have a read, because they are amazing. Lasse's highlights as well. Lasse puts the highlights of the race, a small highlights package together. Really good as well. Really good as well. Love it. Predictions. Let's talk about some predictions quickly, shall we? Not many in this week, actually. 3. So first one is an exotic DNF. His run of form recently is not great, so that could be very true. A Cornet win and a dry race. Next one is 1 DNF in quali. Yeah, I can see that, especially at Dunlop. A spinner at Dunlop, or a spinner at turns 8 and 9. I assume you mean Dunlop, because that curb is the curb of death. Every track has one, pretty much. And both Williams in the points. And the last one is VSC on lap 2. And Cornet qualifies in P2 and finishes the race first. So qualifies P2, comes first. So that's that. What should I say? I'm going to go for definitely spinners in the S's. No, it's not me. I'm not racing. I'm commentating, so it's fine. I won't go with that. Definitely Dunlop. Yeah, definitely spinners at Dunlop. And yeah, I'm gonna go for a fully wet race. Let's go fully wet. Let's do it. Let's send it. So we'll see how we go with that. Right. So the track. Very technical. You've got to have, again, what I was saying about Sector 1. You've got to have downforce through there and a very stable car. You cannot have an unstable car through there, because you will just go. Back end is just like a pendulum, isn't it? You're going around the S's, but there's so many of them. The car's just pendulum, and you've got to have a stable car. Then you've got to go for you've got to be brave in the next sector. After Dunlop, you've got the first Degner. You've got to just throw it into that corner. You've then got the second Degner, where it's quite a hard braking zone for a 90-degree right-hander. Then you've got the really heavy braking zone at turn 10 for the hairpin. Then you've got that run up to Spoon with a couple of kinks in the road, very bumpy. I've had to turn my force feedback down on the wheel when I've been doing a bit of practicing this week, because it is so bumpy through there. The car just wants to take off, it feels like. And then you get to Spoon, 13, 14. They are, yeah, corners that are just lovely. When you nail them, they're amazing, but you've got to get such a good exit out of there, because then it's all about power for Sector 3. Running down, if you don't get a good exit out of Spoon, you are literally a sitting duck for 130R. It's going to be quite a good overtaking spot, depending on exits that people get and ERS usage and fuel usage. But then you've got the heavy braking zone at the chicane, Casino Triangle as they call it. Very historical, as Nick mentioned in the hot lap, where Prost and Senna came together. Prost DNF'd, Senna managed to get the car going again, but he was disqualified and Prost won the championship. So that was a very controversial moment that we've had in Suzuka. But it's an amazing track. I love the track. So as I mentioned before, I'll be doing commentary this week. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching you all go around Suzuka. I love the track, as I've said before, but I really don't like it at the same time. It is so hard to nail. You can do 10 laps around there. 1 is perfect, and the other 9 are absolute trash. I'm not sure if that's the same for everyone else. Because with the tyres and just your concentration, you've got to hit every single apex perfect to get that perfect lap there, and it's very hard. So I'm expecting, I'm expecting a few incidents, a few crashes, because it is just so, it's especially Sector 1. You've got the long turn 1, overtaking. There's so many different lines through there. You could maybe go for an overtake at the start. It tightens up so much on the exit that it gets very tricky. So we'll see how we go. We're running with strict. Not a lot you can really do to cut corners. A couple of things. You can go wide at Spoon. You can probably take a bit too much at the first Degner. And then the Casino Triangle at the end, the last chicane, you can probably take a bit there. But it's going to be tricky, because, running a little bit wide is going to either invalidate your lap in quali, or or give you warnings which are going to result in time penalty. So we're going to see how we go with that. We'll see how we go. But yeah, looking forward to it. We shall see how we go. That's about me. That's me for the day. Feel like I should talk for longer, but I don't know what else to say, so I'll leave you with that. Have a lovely rest of the day, and yeah, see you on Sunday. See you on the grid. Cannot wait. Over and out.